Well, hello again, it's me, Mr. D. We're back with another crochet tutorial video, and this time we'll be looking at the half double crochet stitch. It's a bit of a hybrid stitch. It's kind of a combination of the single crochet and the double crochet. Gives you a little denser stitch that's not as tall as the double, but a little larger than the single crochet. So let's get started. Again, I've got my foundation chain all ready to go here, and we'll be working our stitches into the back bumps of that chain to give us a more finished edge on the bottom. And so we'll get started by yarning over and going into the second bump or the second chain of that foundation row, and find the other side of it. Here we are. Okay, so right now looks a lot like we're going to be doing a double crochet stitch, which we could do if we were to pull through the first two loops and then yarn over and pull through the last two loops. But with the half double, you're just going to yarn over and pull through all three loops. Okay, so there we are. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to go into the next bump on the back of the foundation chain, and make sure we've got all of that on there, and we're going to pull through and then pull through all three at the same time to create another half double. So we go into the next chain bump and through, yarn over and pull through all three. You can see this is a little beefier, if you will, than the single crochet, but not as tall as the double. One thing that's really nice about this stitch is if you're looking to make something that doesn't have as many open holes in it, or feels a little stiffer as far as the fabric, or a little more dense, this is a great one. You can use this for all kinds of different things, from scarves to hats to different accessories or cases or totes or what have you. That's one of my favorite stitches to use in some of the various patterns that I've created over the years. I've used this stitch because I do like the fact that there aren't as many holes in the fabric as there would be with single, and certainly a lot denser than a double crochet type of fabric. One of the benefits of double crochet, though, I will say, is that it works up pretty fast. You get a longer or wider piece of fabric with double crochet a lot quicker, but you do have more gaps and more spaces and openings through that fabric. So for that reason, I like the half double quite a bit. I don't believe I'd be the only one to say that out there in the crochet world. Let's see if we can get that last stitch on this first row. Okay. Now I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to show you the turn again. But I'm also going to see if I can work this tail up into fabric up here. One thing you can do is bring that up, but problem is some of it will be showing. Normally you might work the tail in on the tail's side, so like on that bottom, but what you can do is bring that up into the row you're about to crochet into, and then the crochet that you do through the stitches below, and you actually end up going around that tail, and it just kind of tucks it in, and later you don't have to weave it in. That's something I haven't talked about yet, is weaving in or finishing off a piece of fabric, and that's something we'll do. That's something we'll do in a future video, but here's just a little preview of that. And normally I wouldn't bring that up from the bottom because of this right here, so I'll just pull that out and we'll show you that later. But if you have a tail, let's say you changed a color or something, and that's yet another video we'll do later, you just kind of work it in under or inside the stitches like that. So here we are, we got the second row started, and all of the additional rows that you might create would work the same way. Make sure you do a chain at the end of each row, turn the fabric, and then start up your stitching again. Hope you enjoy this one, and make sure you get plenty of practice in and get comfortable with these various stitches. And the more stitches you put into your repertoire, the more projects you'll be able to make, the more interesting things you'll be able to do with crochet. Goodbye for now. We'll see you later.